All right, Pops, this video shows it. Karma, it's not a good thing, man. Look at all of these cars on this dealership's lot. It is insane.
Oh my goodness. We're starting to get an idea of what 2.61 million vehicles in inventory looks like. And it appears as if this dealer wanted all of them.
And it goes, and it goes, and it goes. I mean, look at this, man. This is a Ford dealer and a Lincoln dealer, and there's cars, on trucks, on trucks, on trucks. And Dad, this community member who sent this into us, he told me very clearly, this is one of many lots that this dealership has for overflow parking. Let's kick things off here, Dad. New car inventory on dealer lots is up 195% over the past 30 months. All-time low was 885,000 new cars on dealer lots. Now there's over 2.61 million new cars. Karma, man, that's the only thing I can think of because it was only a couple months back. 6 months or so ago that dealer addendum stickers, markups, things like that were the norm.
Yes.
Now these dealers are sitting with millions, tens of millions of dollars in inventory that they can't move.
Billions of dollars of inventory that they're having a hard time moving. It's absolutely insane where we've gone. Okay. From where we started 30 months ago when there were only 885,000 new cars available for sale on a monthly basis at new car dealer franchises. That number has skyrocketed to 2.61 million. That's a huge deal. When there was a 10, 15, 20-day supply of cars, and you had demand and supply was low, that meant the prices were way out of whack. Well, now you have supply and dwindling demand, which normally equates to prices coming down, dealers being more motivated to work with you. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to advertise their cheapest price, but once you go in and try to negotiate, there should be some flexibility that didn't exist when there was a shortage of cars.
Let's break this down. We talk about days supply on this channel all the time. It still can be a bit confusing. Days supply means how many days it would take to sell all of the available supply based on the current sales rate for a vehicle. The industry average right now is around a 75 days supply. Some brands, for example, Dodge, Dad, has a 276 day supply. For us as customers, that means we have great negotiating leverage and power. And if you're the owner of a Dodge dealership, your pockets are burning, okay? There's just money flying out of them at the beginning of each month when you pay your floor plan. Interest expense, Lincoln with 161 days supply, Chrysler with 154, Ram 128, Jeep 118, Buick 115, Infiniti 111. I'm going all the way to Ford, so bear with me here. Nissan at 109, Mitsubishi at 106, Genesis at 106, and Ford at 105. That video that we saw, Dad, was from a Ford dealership.
Yes.
Those were a lot of cars on the ground.
Well, that Dodge inventory, that's a 9-month supply of cars. So if they shut down every one of their Dodge manufacturing facilities, it would take them 9 months to sell all the existing inventory that they have. Well, you know what the real issue is? They haven't shut down the Dodge manufacturing facilities. They're still producing cars. And the public isn't buying them in the numbers that the manufacturer needs them to. Yes, it is. We hear the dealers say it all the time. We need more affordable cars so we can attract a wider swath of the buying public. And because the manufacturers make so damn much money producing the high content, high price stuff, they don't seem to care to listen to what their dealers are asking for. And that is what's causing the inventory buildups that we're seeing.
Absolutely. Now, that's creating opportunities for deals. Let's actually start, of all places, at Honda, Dad. Look at this out-the-door price worksheet. For those of you that are unfamiliar, Google search out-the-door price CarEdge or search here on YouTube. Look at this out-the-door price on a 2024 brand new Honda Ridgeline, an $8,700 discount. $8,700 discount off of MSRP on a Honda. For those of you that are playing along at home, there is not $8,700 worth of profit built into the Honda Ridgeline. There aren't. No matter how you slice it, this is a dealership, AutoNation in this case, just determined to get rid of a car or a truck in this case that they weren't able to sell. This is a sign of the times, man. This is what dealers are having to do just to get rid of boat anchors, aka things that are sitting on their lot that they can't sell.
If the market continues moving in the direction that it's been moving, which is inventories are building up and the number of qualified buyers is going down, we will continue to see offers like this. Doesn't mean, as I said before, doesn't mean that they're going to necessarily advertise their best price. But it does mean that when you're there and you're trying to negotiate, there should be, in many cases, much more flexibility than there had been 6 months ago, 12 months ago, 18 months ago.
100%. And friendly reminder, you can skip the dealership altogether, skip the negotiating, buy your next car on CarEdge.com. Here's a perfect example, Dad. A 2024 Chevy Silverado 2500 heavy duty. This is a perfect example for a variety of reasons. One, holy cow, $90,000 Chevy Silverado, WTF. And the OTD on this is $91,277. At the end of the day, that's what this customer had. This is the first pencil, the first worksheet that the dealership shared with them. Dad, look at what they were able to get the final out the door price down to $86,500. That is a $5,000 swing in price, nearly $5,000 swing in price from negotiating.
Hard to imagine that you could get over $8,000 off on a $48,000 Honda Ridgeline.
Yeah, that example's nuts.
And you couldn't even get $8,000 off on a $90,000 Chevy Silverado.
Still, to your point, Dad, first out the door price was $91,000.
Yes.
What was it? It was $91,277.80. Final out the door was $86,500. That shows you how much fat is on that flexibility. Yeah, I think that's a more appropriate way to say it.
Yes, they're dealers will work with you more today than they would have in the past because their inventory has grown. The cost to carry that inventory has gone up. It's a major expense for them to hold on to the inventory. So progressive dealers, intelligent dealers are telling their staff, do whatever it takes to sell a vehicle when you have a qualified buyer sitting in front of you threatening to take one of these vehicles off our lot.
Yeah, 100%. Karma might be a little bit harsh, but it's definitely the market swinging back in the consumer's favor. And quite frankly, for those dealers out there that were charging, additional dealer markups on things like a Chevy Silverado 2500 or a Honda Ridgeline, it's karma, man. It's karma. Nature's healing. This is how the car market used to work, how it's going to work. And quite frankly, it's better for consumers when, demand and supply aren't nearly as out of whack as they were. Things will equalize and we'll find a new equilibrium here, some homeostasis. Pops, that'll help everyone out.
Wow, that was a big word.